To start this project, you're gonna need some wood crates. I'm gonna go ahead and just start painting each of the wood slats with the orange paint. For the second crate, I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm gonna run it across like so. Using the same paint on this one, and I'm gonna paint this whole top half here. So once again, this is a nice acrylic paint, and I'm just gonna paint all the slats with this yellow color. Now I'm gonna take the tape and peel it off, and then I'm gonna let this dry completely. Now for this one, I'll just go ahead and paint the entire thing with the green paint. So I have this little wood blank from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint that with the apple barrel pumpkin orange. Next, I just have a stick here that I got from the yard, and I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stick it into the handle, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a long piece of jute or twine, I'm gonna cut it off, tie it around. Next, I just got some faux leaves. I'm just gonna add a little hot glue in here and then stick the leaves to the glue. Got some hook and loop fastener here, and I'm just going to attach the two sides together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and measure out the length that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Now that I have the length I need, I'm gonna peel the back off and then place it onto the crate. And then I'm gonna go ahead and press firmly on it to get it to be adhere. So I've attached the first strip, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel off the backing, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that other board that I have, and I'm gonna place it on top and adhere it. So next we're gonna start by mapping out where we want some embellishments. So we're gonna add a flower, I'm gonna add a couple of buttons, cut out of another leaf, out a little nose, and then draw on mouth so I know exactly where I kind of want this rough mouth to go. And then we're going to work on gluing it all together and putting it all together. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of map out face and hair just so I get a start on it. So I'm going to go in with the white paint. Next I'm going to go up to the top and I'm just going to paint the hair black. Now that they're all done, let's go get them on display.
To start, grab 4 wooden crates. Then add some paint. After it's dry, add a few stripes of silver. Then grab 4 wooden circles and paint them black, tracing a smaller circle in the center and painting it silver. Then add 2 stickers or a wood panel to the front and sides. Next, grab 2 LED push lights and attach them to the front. Then, grab 2 LED headlamps and color it in red. Attach these to the back crate. Next, attach the wheels using wood glue. Then, add a license plate if desired. Finally, assemble your truck. Add some pumpkins and leaves for fall, a mini Christmas tree and other embellishments for Christmas. You can decorate this truck for any holiday. You can glue it all together or leave it unattached for easy cleanup and storage.
Pick up a wooden crate for this DIY project. For your wheel, find the center of a piece of pine and add a screw. Tie a piece of twine to a marker and draw a circle. Cut the circle out using a jigsaw and sand the edges smooth. Drill a hole in the center of the circle. You will need an axle, 2 legs, and a handle. For the handles, measure 1 inch from the bottom of the board and drill a hole. Lightly sand the crate and turn it over with the bottom facing up. For the handles, angle the first piece of wood on the bottom of the crate. Measure 6 inches from the end of the crate. Drill a pilot hole so the wood doesn't split. Mark the sides of the board and apply wood glue to the crate. Place the handle back onto the wood glue and then fasten to the crate using a wood screw. Attach the back handle using another wood screw. Repeat this step with the second handle. To attach the wheel, place the dowel through the hole at the end of the handle, thread through the wheel, and then place the dowel through the hole on the other handle. To attach the legs, measure 2.5 inches from the back of the crate and attach the legs to the handles using a wood screw. For extra strength, secure the legs, placing wood screws inside the crate. To finish the wheelbarrow, add same to the entire piece and then seal with outdoor polyurethane. For personal touch, add the first letter of your last name, nailing one to each side of the crate. Outside in the garden and filled with seasonal flowers, this little wheelbarrow is a great addition to our home.
To start, grab 3 terracotta pots. Then grab an old flannel and button it up. Flip it over and cut off any excess fabric and attach to the pot with Mod Podge. Then grab the top pot and paint it white. Flip it over and paint the top rim yellow. Then hot glue on some straw. Next, hot glue 2 buttons on for eyes. After that, paint the nose orange and draw on the mouth with a permanent marker. It may help to sketch out the face with a pencil beforehand. Then grab an old pair of jeans and cut some of the fabric off. Attach the denim to the 3rd pot using Mod Podge. Add another layer on top to solidify. Now it's time to assemble. Using some silicone, glue the pots together and let dry. Finally, add some finishing touches to make your scarecrow come to life. Some extra straw and a rope belt. This little scarecrow is so cute and will last all season long. You can plant mums in his head, or use a straw hat for another look. The possibilities are endless. He'll brighten up any area of your garden, yard, or front porch for fall.
To start this project, you're going to need 3 flower pots that are the same size. You're going to remove all the labels, and then you're going to take a damp rag and just wipe them off to free them of all dirt. I'm starting with the base flower pot. I've turned it upside down, and I'm going to be using Folk Art chalk paint. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this flower pot. Here's the first flower pot all painted, and I went ahead and covered all the way up to the top of the rim and underneath. Next, I'm gonna work on the top part that will be his head, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Irish. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the inside rim right here with the black chalkboard paint. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the way around the outside and this top edge. Now, while that's drying, I have cut a strip of an old tablecloth that I had from the dollar store, and next I'm going to fold it and cut it some more. From here, I'm going to cut a zigzag pattern, and this will become his hair. I'm gonna start by putting a little dab of hot glue at the top right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and place the hair right there, and I'll continue doing this until I get the hair all the way around the flower pot. Here his hair is done all the way around. So I drew on his face with a pencil, and now I'm just gonna use some markers and some paint to finish the job. This is the middle flower pot. This will be his body. And I have bought a toddler 5T shirt that will go over the top of him. So I'm going to slide this on top and measure roughly where I need the bottom to maybe be cut. So using my scissors, I'm just gonna go ahead and make some zigzags. So this is the bottom piece, and we're gonna go ahead and use silicone to attach the first piece and the second piece together. And squeeze silicone all the way around this top edge. And now we place the middle flower pot on top of the silicone on top of the first part. Look around, make sure that it's all centered, and get it into place. Now it's time to put our shirt back on. Now you could leave the arms like this loose, or you could pin them back, but I'm gonna take some old grocery bags and I'm just going to stick them into the arm. Next, I'm just gonna add a little hot glue to keep this shirt in place. Now I wanted the top to be nice and flat for the next step, so I went ahead and trimmed off some of the extra fabric. Now I hot glued it into place so it would be nice and flat and stable. I'm gonna go ahead and use silicone. That has always been my favorite with these flower pot creations. Now we're ready to put his head on. So we carefully put it on top, centering it up and making sure it's on top of the bottom or the next flower pot. Okay, he's almost ready, but I want to add the embellishment of a couple bolts to him. So I'm gonna add a little hot glue, and then I'm going to put the bolt, hold it there until it takes. I will be placing candy in him on Halloween night so that kids can pick out the treats they want. Here he is all finished and ready for Halloween.